how I love Jesus. So, it's a good time to know if your teacher should be listened to. So, Jesus said a good student would become like their teacher. When I heard that the first time, I said, I think I want to do that. So, I looked at Jesus, and he was educated till he was 13, where he learned before his bar mitzvah, or which one, bat mitzvah, I don't remember which one's supposed to be. I'm not real good on Yiddish, but he did learn before that age of 13, that you have to know God to blaspheme him, like the Pharisees did. And no one who doesn't know him can blaspheme him, because he leaves you when you blaspheme him. That's the whole point. Like King Saul and, well, like Lucifer. So, if you think about that, and that he got educated till he was 13, and then he didn't go to school after that. Ever. He became a journeyman carpenter. And then at 30, he became homeless and got the calling to preach. So if you look at his background was mostly reading the Bible and like educated at 13. So if we want to become a good teacher, or you want to listen to one that's homeless might be a good start, because Jesus was, and he said a good teacher would become like him. And if you look at Peter and even Paul, who was a tent maker, they all were not like rich. And that's why the Acts 2, might have gave all their money in, because Peter was a broke fisherman, as most of them were in those days. It's not like they were like getting the perfect storm catch, you know what I'm saying? So the thing about it is there's not very many real teachers like Jesus. See, that's what I've always been thinking as I've been trying to follow in his footsteps. Like, wow, Jesus, I thought we were supposed to become like you, and all these teachers are going to school when they're 18 and then ready to preach by the time they're, 20 or 22 or what? Paul said, don't put the young to preach, because they can get arrogant like Lucifer. Well, looks like we might be in that boat right now, and many people didn't think they wanted to actually become like Jesus. And since, sometimes it's always good to look back at history a little bit and remember when they started the American church, they said, oh, this Jesus we love, but his teachings, well, they're meant for, Israel. So we'll just take 10% of the teachings and mix them with our doctrines of men that make sons of hell. And that's where we're at the end of now. And, let's just say those four-walled churches, there was a reason Jesus said, don't hide a candle under a bush. And he went outside to preach and looked at the sky when he prayed, like he was talking to God up there. And Peter did the same thing when he spoke in tongues and had all that gift of tongues that everybody's freaking about as they go in their house and go, where is it, Lord? I'm not feeling it. But if we all maybe went outside and looked at God like we weren't ashamed of him, and loved God right and our neighbor as ourselves, so we wouldn't fight about doctrines of men that make sons of hell and dividers and chiefs, then maybe we could all just get along and ready for the king to come and the kingdom and all these good things. And then all these deceivers and liars, well, they can head out to the 7 Dead Seas and we'll all be good for 1,000 years. But just don't listen to any of these, because they'll draw you in. Come over here. I've got this really comfy feeling. Cloud nine, number nine. The Beatles warned us good. But you've got to be careful right now, because... Well, let's just say Halloween, that movie with Michael Myers. Well, Michael might be the angel on one of those horses that's coming. And it might be coming for those faux finisher churches that have been getting too much money for too long. And, well, they don't love God. Well, they love a God. Like that one they gaslight all the cults. Yeah, they put a God in their Bible, so see, they're with the wrong God. Well, they're praying to demons because they believe in a ghost. Because if you think you're gonna like make the king into Casper and it'll be all good, well, happy Halloween to you, my friend. And yeah, maybe you do need a mask. That might be what this is all about. A little play on tricks, like a pun.